This video is about the final assembly of Magrav number 2. It will be made with the US white box wiring plan. The following clips were recorded from 2 different sessions. After the original assembly, I changed the power cords. 3 coil assemblies are arranged from left to right. The bottom coil number 1 is on the left, the middle coil number 2 is next, and the top coil number 3 is on the right. Start with coil number 3. Assemble the threaded rods into coil number 3 as shown. Place the coil assembly upside down on a work surface. Place a washer, a spacer, and another washer onto each threaded rod. Assemble coil number 2 onto the threaded rods next. Thread the middle coil connection wire into the spun coil connector under the top coil. Place a washer, a spacer, and another washer onto each threaded rod. Assemble coil number 1 onto the threaded rods next. Thread the bottom coil connection wire into the spun coil connector under the middle coil. Place a washer, a spacer, and another washer onto each threaded rod. Assemble the capacitor tray onto the threaded rods next. Thread the hot input capacitor connection wire into the spun coil connector under the bottom coil. Press the capacitor tray onto the threaded rods and take up the slack. Adjust the connection wire as needed. Form a closed loop on the end of the connection wire with long nose pliers. Form a closed loop on the end of each of the two connection wires between coils number 2 and 3. Tuck the wires inside and out of the way. Make sure there is no contact with the coil wires.
And I just bent it around to clear everything. And this one was a little long, so but it doesn't matter. I still got it in there, bent it around. I think I'm going to take these off because they might fall off, so I'm going to take them off.
These washers and spacers were added too early. They should be added after connecting the power cords.
So this is going to come around. This is going to go down the side here. I'm going to thread it into this connection right here.
Thread the output wire from coil number 3 into the spun coil connector on the hot output capacitor connection wire.
Yeah, okay, it's coming through now. Okay. Okay. I'm going to bend that around, and I have to touch it up with some caustic. So now I'm going to push this into the notch for the downhole.
Press the descending wire into the notches on the stacker trays and snap the wire into place in the downholes.
It's all threaded through.
Form a closed loop on the end of the connection wire with long nose pliers. This part will have to be touched up with caustic, and part of it will be cut off to reduce the affected area.
There we go. So now it's only a small amount of surface that's not nano-coated. Alrighty, so I'll touch that up. This is a touch-up kit for cold caustic. It's got a brush. So I'm just going to brush it right on the end of that. Okay.
The next step will be to connect the power cords to the unit. Start by connecting the thermal switch output wire to the hot input pin.
I'm going to change the gloves. These things are coming apart.
Then connect the hot input wire to the thermal switch input wire. Connect the neutral input wire to the neutral input pin. Then connect the neutral output wire to the neutral output pin. Next, connect the hot output wire to the hot output pin. The last connection will be to join the input and output ground wires.
So this is the way it has to go into the unit. So I'm going to put it like that. This is the thermocouple wire. Keep that out of the way. Got to put the spacers on. Get it into the frame a little better.
Place a washer, a spacer, and another washer onto each threaded rod. Place the base plate into position, then add a 6mm washer to each threaded rod.
Okay, I'm taking the gloves off now.
Twist a hex nut onto each threaded rod, then tighten them with a 10mm socket. This second Magrav was also fitted with a thermocouple to monitor the internal temperature.
So the next step is to replace the thermocouple, reconnect the thermocouple. So that's going to go right there. Okay, here's the digital thermometer. See if it's working. There it is, it's working. All right, that's good. So it's working.
Place the foam insert inside the base cap, then pull the slack out of the power cords. Tighten the cable glands to secure the power cords.
That's the end that has to go around the cable glands. So this has to go like this. And then I have to line that up.
Replace the enclosure tube and top cap. Align the enclosure tube and replace the bottom screw.
Okay, that's finished. This is Magrav number 2. And it's ready to go.
I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.